Okay, so if I want to say draw this, then what I would do is to maintain the proportion of the images, first thing to do would be to basically try to divide the image into into pieces which I can manage to draw. So like for example, drawing the entire thing, it may be difficult to draw starting from a random point. So instead of doing like starting from a random point, what we do is we try to put it in boxes. Like for example, say I will box this image of Mickey and then box this image of Minnie. So before that, because this image has two separate objects, like Mickey and Minnie are two separate, objects here. So what I'll do is I'll basically draw a simple line to divide. So like this is almost the center of the page. So I'll just draw a simple straight line from the center of the page to down here, like this. Okay, it'll just divide the two objects. So if I want to draw an image, then I know that clearly Mickey is on the left side and Minnie is on the right side. So the next part would be within this image of Mickey, I can do some more divisions. So what these divisions help me to do is they help me to maintain the proportion of the image. So like for example, if I want to say put so I'll basically just to make things easier for me, I'll just put Mickey in this box first, right? So then this is just a box on the left side like that, and within this box there is this, right in the middle there is this line, right? So I can just draw this line right from here till here. That was like almost the center line right there. Okay, so now I know that Mickey's face is almost the half part of this image versus the body, right? So that's so easy to know now that okay, the face comes almost half of the image, and the body is the remaining half of the image. Similarly, we have for Minnie also, I'll do the same manner. I'll just divide the image into two halves, right? I have this, and then over here, however, the Minnie's image has the half almost somewhere around here, I think, right? Around there, like that. Okay, then basically that's it, right? I just divided the halves for Mickey and for Minnie, and I know that looking at the image itself, I know clearly that that Mickey's face comes like the almost the half, same way for Minnie also. And we can do one more thing. Basically, I'll draw one more line like from top to bottom also, so that like from the center of this rectangle. So I think from there to right down here. Right? I think that is almost the center right there. Yeah, I think that's almost the center right there. Similarly, I'll do it for Minnie also. Take a line and I'll bring it down right from top to bottom. Right. So now what we did is we basically drew these lines. These are also called as construction lines. In drawing, we can call it as construction lines also. These construction lines, they help us to identify in terms of proportion how big an image is and where all the different parts of the image fall. So now I did this part. Now I'll try to do the exact same thing on my drawing board part also. So like for instance, if I go here, so are you able to see my screen? All right. So like you can also try doing this as I'm doing it. Okay. So like this is my page, and let me just bring this camera a little bit up so I can. It's better, I think. All right. So I'll just draw right in the center of my page. A line right in the center of my page. Now that is almost exactly what I did with those images also, right? For the Mickey and Minnie images, I drew like a central line first, and then I knew that, like for example, over here, Mickey's image has the complete left side, and almost the entire page has a rectangle, right? Which is Mickey's image over here. So, and same thing with Minnie's image also, a rectangle. And the rectangles seem to be almost the same size, right? So what I'll do is I'll draw two rectangles on the left sides and I'll divide it by into four parts like that. So let's go ahead and try doing that. So I have, uh, so I'll just basically just have a quick rectangle drawn. Uh, make it a little bit lighter so that it's easier for you to later rub it off if we are done with the image, right? Okay. And so the rectangle, I'm going to take it approximate. Yeah, I'm not measuring anything. I just want to make sure that it's a rectangle. So my my image needs to fit in there. So that's the main point. Right. Same thing over here. And I must have bought a little bit on the right side over here more, but that's fine. It's not a problem as far as we get the proportions right. All right. So I just got the rectangle done. Another thing to do was to divide it into two halves, like each of the rectangles. That's one there, and something on top. Okay. Then do you okay? You are following along? Okay. Right. Now all these lines that I'm drawing, these are all really light lines. I'm trying to draw as light as possible, but I want to show it on camera, so just want to draw it enough dark as you can see it from in terms of what I'm drawing. So let me know once you have drawn this much, then we will continue. Great, perfect. So now let me go back to that image. So over here, as we reached this part, now let's look at this image. Now this image, it has like Mickey's face almost, it's like almost a circle, right? And then it has, now this is the face area right here. It's almost a circle, but almost 3/4 of the circle is on this, the right, top right uh, part of the rectangle. And similarly for Minnie, uh, more than 3/4 is actually on the top left part of the rectangle, right? So, and then a little bit comes bottom over here. So we can draw a circle like that, right? Takes a little bit on this area, a little bit on the bottom here, but it's a circle basically, right? So we can draw a circle right here also. Uh, but this one is, it's almost 3/4 on this side, 1/4 on this side of the circle. Okay. So, okay, go back and let's try doing that. So, I think this one was something like this. Something like that. And then the Mickey's face was, I believe, something like that. Let me bring that back up. Okay, let me know once you see, once you draw it. Okay, perfect. So now we'll try to draw. So the body you see over here, this entire body comes in right here in this space. So we'll just have a small rectangle right here. Okay, just for now we'll be just drawing like this kind of a rectangle area here. Okay, so really tiny body there. And same way for Minnie's figure, we'll have to draw the same manner. The body in Minnie's figure is a little bit, like slanting, uh, a little bit this way. Okay, so we'll just draw two rectangles here, one here, right here, beneath the head, um, and then this is more of a rectangle, like a sleeping rectangle. So we'll just bring that back up. So a mini. All right. Okay. You're with me so far? Okay. So now we drew that much, and then the next part is right. So the legs part over here, which are also more like rectangles, right? But only thing is that you would have to make it a little bit curved so that we have that rectangle drawn right. So for now, let me just draw it this way. Okay. So that is one, that is two. Okay. Similarly over here. Okay, over here I think there is no separate legs as such, so you can just draw this part over here like that. Okay, so we know that. Okay, so in this space or this part of the rectangle, this part is where the skirt part of Minnie's skirt comes in over here. So it's like a square, almost a square, a big square within this rectangle. And same thing over here for Mickey. It is two small squares for the legs, which are coming almost below half of this rectangle, below half of this rectangle. All right, let me go back and try that. So I get one there, second one there, right? In the same manner over here, for Minnie, it's a pretty big square that we saw. So the square would be, would rather use a ruler because it makes things a little bit more tidier. So all we did so far was just to draw basic, uh, simple, figures or shapes, right? That's all we did so far. Okay. So now coming back to my other image. All right. So now we have the basic image all in place, right? Now with this, what will happen is we have all the main, uh, you know, uh, body objects for Minnie and Mickey in proportion. We already have them in proportion. So if you want to draw this, we can go ahead and start doing that now to go in details of the actual drawing itself. So what I'll do is I'll keep this on, and as I'm drawing, I'll try to switch back and forth. So like for example, um, over here you have drawn a circle over here, right, for Mickey's image. This circle over here, you know that this almost half of that circle is the hair part of it, right? So you can just go back and same thing with Minnie also. Circle, almost half of the circle is the hair part of it. The hair uh, part of it comes in half of the circle. So I go back in here. So I'll just say half this way, right? And then say half this way, right? So take a look. Let me just take a look and see if that's how it is. Yeah, I think that looks right. So I have the halves right. And now let me try to draw that hat that's there. See that hat? It comes about like almost like an X, right? So for